Hey YouTube, this is Alexander, and today I'm going to be doing a What's on my Android video, this time featuring my Nexus 6. This is probably going to be the last one of the year. I've done a couple of my other devices, so if you guys want to check that out, be sure to hit the links down below in the description. And if you want to check out my unboxing and first impressions video of the Nexus 6, also go ahead and check out the description because the link will be down below. But yeah, this is my What's on my Android for my Nexus 6. I don't have a lot going on. It's pretty much just the bare essentials, things that I use on the daily, and a few games. So without further ado, let's go ahead and check them out. So taking a look at my immediate home screen here, you can see I'm using the Google Now launcher, and I've only got one home screen if you don't count the Google Now to the left. But opening the app drawer, I've got my Android Wear app for my Moto 360, of course, and the next one is Cabinet Beta, which is a really cool file managing app that I switched to from Sliding Explorer. If we go in the settings, you can see it's got a dark theme and then a true black theme, so this is really nice for those AMOLED displays and just if you like darker colors, but it looks really nice, and you do have material design going on here, at least for the most part. You can see the floating action button and the menu and all that good stuff. It just is a really nice file manager app that I like using whenever I need to browse for files. Next up is deliveries, which is not really too pretty, but it is what I use for tracking packages whenever I order them. So continuing on, you can see I do have Dropbox, and here's a game, Dumb Ways to Die 2, which is a really fun game that I like to play whenever I need to kill some time or I'm just bored or something along those lines. Dumb Ways to Die 1, or it was just called Dumb Ways to Die, was a game that I featured here on the channel not too long ago as something I had on another Android device. And Dumb Ways to Die 2 takes what was fun about Dumb Ways to Die and pretty much just enhances it all around. There are new, I guess, sort of mini games, and there's an entire map that you can actually go through and play and sort of beat. And so if you guys are interested in these types of weird games that some people might also call gross, I'll leave a link to this, and all the games will be down below. Everything that I talk about will be down below. But yeah, it's a really fun game if you just want to kill the time and you guys are into this kind of humor. But yeah. So the next up I'll be talking about is Feedly, which is essentially a news aggregator. So I visit a lot of websites on the daily for tech news, and with this, it makes it easy to just go ahead and read the news without having to visit each individual website. So yeah, it's just a really convenient news app. Now next is Phoenix, which is my Twitter client of choice. It's a really nice looking Twitter client that embraces some of the Android L/material design goodness. You can see the floating action button there, but it's not quite there. Not sure when it will be, if it ever will be, but it's a pretty nice, simple Twitter client that I like to use. Now something worth noting is that the developer of Falcon Pro has actually stated on Twitter that he's going to be rewriting Falcon Pro from scratch with material design in mind, so I'm really excited for that, and that's something to look out for in 2015. Now continuing on, I've got a game named Leo's Fortune, which is really fun, and there are a lot of levels. I've mentioned it earlier this year, I think on my Nexus 7, and it's about a guy, a little fluff ball here you can see with a mustache, who's basically trying to recollect his fortune after it was stolen. It uses Google Play Games, so you can of course save your progress and continue on another device, and I really like playing it just because it's sort of a unique game with some nice graphics. Now the next app, or I guess game also, is Osmos, which I think I featured earlier this year, way earlier, or maybe even last year. And it's a game about absorbing or being absorbed. So you're this amoeba looking thing, and you're going around trying to absorb the other smaller amoebas until you can eventually get bigger and absorb the biggest amoebas. It's a really fun game, and it also plugs into Google Play services so that you can actually compete against other people who have a Google account. Continuing on, of course, I've got the phone and the photos and all the Play applications. I've got Pocket to save things for later, Remote Desktop for controlling my computer when I'm not at it, and then Snapchat and Studio and Wallet and YouTube, of course. So that's pretty much it. Like I said, I don't have a whole lot going on my Nexus 6. It's pretty much still a fresh device, so there are things I might check out for it later, but that's it. I pretty much just use the bare essentials, things that I use all the time, as well as a couple games for when I'm bored or I want to game it up on this bigger display. If you guys have any apps or games that you'd like me to check out, leave those down below in the comment section. And yeah, that's gonna end the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe down there for more, and I will catch you guys later. Peace.